Oh, hate, baby. Let's go. E7C's out here wasting folks' time, they said.
Who said that?
That's what they were saying on the internet, man.
They
They
said
said
what?
more ain't always better, man.
What you
That
talking about?
7C had the Eagles,
Oh,
Steelers. They was out here wasting folks' time. Or you like you
man, you
like
know
you
what?
like the expanded playoffs.
I like the expanded playoff. Shit, give us a game tonight.
Facts. Both times you went to Super Bowl, were y'all at home field throughout?
Nah, shoot, Super Bowl. When we won, we didn't have home field throughout. Shit, we had to go to Baltimore. That first game we played Kansas City. Second game we had to go to Baltimore. Then the last game we came back and we played New England. Second time around, um,
That was that 14-0 season, second time?
the second time was 14-0 season. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we had home field. We had bye. Then we had the shit. Then we had the Jets.
Yeah, man. Woo, that Patriot shit, boy. Ooh, whoa. We gonna get into it all, man. Man to man pod back. Overreaction Monday. First one. Fresh off a super wild card weekend. Had some good games, had some ugly games, some blowouts. I'm one half of the pod, Darius Butler. The other half, Antoine Bethea.
What it do? What it do?
Yeah, man. It's also a special day. It's also Martin Luther King Day. So the kids, they're here. No school today. Special day. I'll drop some MLK quotes. Some of the best ones that you have, man. A lot of football to talk about. AB, okay. AB don't want to talk about it. Okay,
Nah, I'm back. I'm back.
I don't know if you got a chance to jump in on the same game parlay that Pat had going, but I jumped in on it. Scotty Miller was 8.5 yard player prop. This motherfucker had 8 yards
8 yards.
for
I
like
seen
two
that.
quarters, bro.
I seen that. I didn't jump on it. I didn't jump in on it. But I seen y'all was sick. Everybody was sick.
Sick. Man, I put like, what was it? I put 50, I think either 50, 75 on there. I'm like, oh yeah, this sweet. Mike Evans touchdown, Gronk touchdown, 2.5 point spread, alt spread, 8.5. But I'm gonna be on Pat's show later. I got some questions. I want to know how the hell we had Scotty Miller on the damn ticket in the first damn place. Motherfucker had 40 yards all year.
Oh man.
Man,
Hey, D-Buck, I gotta jump out and jump right back in.
all right, that's a bet. All right, man. So as I said before, a hell of a lot to talk about from this weekend. Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, Dak, Kellen Moore. The umpire, was it on the ump? Was it on the ref? Was it on Mike McCarthy? Was it on Dak? Was it on everybody? But the San Fran went in there and got the upset of the week. Cincinnati Bengals, they held down home field advantage to get their first playoff win in 31 years, which is absolutely wild. Last game of the night, last night, Steelers went out there. Big Ben's last ride. Mahomes went out there and did what Mahomes does this time of year. Josh Allen, yesterday, he went out there and put on a flawless performance. What other games did we have that I missed? Bengals, Bills, Bucks. I was over at hello. But yeah, a lot to talk about, man. A hell of a lot to talk about. Can't wait to get to it, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with this intro. And as always, I want to hear y'all feedback, hear your input. If you're talking about it on the socials, hit the hashtag M2M Live. Jump in here in the comment box. We know we answer and we get to them. We'll have AB back on the other side. Super wild card weekend. Nah,
Oh, gosh. I see you.
I ain't got no bars for y'all boys, man.
I see you. I see you.
Man, you all good over there?
Man, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
All right. But yeah, man. Before we even get into the football stuff, like I said before, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Shout out to MLK, man. It was a great man, left a great legacy. Any MLK quotes that stand out to you?
Man, I think it's have a dream, man. I just think that embodied, who he was, what the narrative that he was trying to present to the people. And then, that still stands firm today. You know what I mean? Just having a dream. I know as you as a father, just thinking about your kids, having a better life for your kids, leaving a better place for your children, man. So, again, like you said, man, the epitome of what a real man is, man, putting others before himself, thinking of others before himself, man. So, salute to MLK and what he stood for and what he did for this world.
Big facts. I agree with everything said there, man. One quote that stands out is it's always the right time to do what's right. And that I kind of try to live by that as much as possible, man. But left a great legacy, like I said, and we are still striving to achieve a lot of those things here. Unfortunately, government inspired and took them out, man, like they do. A lot of black leaders over the years. But shout out to MLK. His legacy. It's gonna be a lot of people throwing out quotes, and they ain't letting we ain't gonna get in that. We're gonna keep it positive today, man.
Got to, man. On his day, we gotta keep it positive, baby.
We're gonna keep it positive, man. I know a fan base that's not in a positive mood. One of the most obnoxious fan bases in the world. I know you got some close Dallas Cowboys fans. We all do in our family, and they are absolutely sick right now. Obviously, we all saw the mishap at the end of the game. Dak trying to actually tone through some videos in here. Dak trying to spike the ball. But it was an ugly game from the jump. But let's get to this. The play that led up to the spike. So we I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna ask you about this right after this because we practice these situations.
How many seconds? You remember how many seconds was left?
14. Rev, get your ass out the way. Get out the way.
Nah.
I'm back there. It wasn't there. I'm gonna back this shit up. Okay, that. The ref got okay. Ref kind of athletic, low key. But as we know, the ump always has to touch the ball
right
before the snap is in. But we go over the situation defensively and offensively damn near every week, man.
Yeah.
Who does that fall on right there, man? Is it Dak? Is it Mike McCarthy? Is it Kellen Moore for calling it? Like who is that on? Is it the ump?
It's on head coach first, OC second, Dak third.
Okay, I'm with you there. I'm with you. I go OC first, probably.
I would say head coach because that's what the head coach is there for. You're there to manage the game, right? So regardless of what your OC, your DC, obviously you can give them the leeway to call their game, but you got that headset on as well, and you hear what plays are going in. And as a head coach, you have to be tuned in on situational football. And as this year has gone, we've seen Mike McCarthy is not a great coach when it comes to situational football.
It's been a story all year.
So me as a head coach, when I hear quarterback sneak in my headset, what the hell are you doing? Like it's 14 seconds left, and as we know, it's
QB draw.
As we know, we sitting in the rooms and coaches, they try to help players understand, like, okay, this is why we do this in certain situations, and we know 13 to 14 seconds left, and defensive state of mind if the offense runs a play and tackle and bounce for the defense, we feel as though the game is over.
Yep.
Now,
That's the threshold.
outside of 14 seconds, you might be able to run a play in bounds, get to the ball, and spike it, and you'll have some time left, or whatever the case may be. But in the defensive mind, as you see with the San Francisco 49ers, they was in a position called what we would call sideline. Protect the sideline.
Was that picket fence? Nah, sideline.
Sideline, protect the sideline. Make sure we get them tackled in bounds. If we get them tackled in bounds, the game is over. So I put that on the head coach, OC, for even thinking of calling that play. And then Dak, you got to have some type of, wherewithal. Be like, hey, coach, I don't think that's a good call right now. In this situation.
I mean, it was. I feel like it was too. And offensively, you're either gonna take the shot. I think they were on the 40-something yard line. You're gonna take the Hail Mary shot, a couple of them, 14 seconds left, or you do like the layers to the outside, right? Like the outside flood. You got a running back, you got a tight end, maybe a couple of receivers, but everybody's running an outbreaking route because you got to get out of bounds. And like you said, if you look at the alignment of the Cowboys as defenders, we're just protecting the sidelines because we know that's what they want. So I guess Dallas tried to out-trick them, and say, hey, we just go run this draw. We're going to get up the field. We're going to spike it, and then we're going to have one shot from the 20-something yard line as opposed to these Hail Marys. So that was the idea in theory. But once again, we know as defenders the kind of time cut off there. It's about 16, 18 seconds. So they should damn sure know on the offensive side of the ball. And this wasn't the first mess up even with clock management in this game. After they ran the fake punt and got it, converted the fake punt. And then you keep the damn punt team on the field while the San Francisco 49ers have their defense out there, like thinking like you're going to catch them with their pants down. You end up subbing your offense in late, getting the delay a game. So, it squarely falls on Mike McCarthy, and it's kind of similar to the conversation we had about the Colts and, with Chris Ballard and Irsay, giving Frank Wright, all the tools. You got 7 Pro Bowlers. But the product on the field, you go out and lose to the Raiders, then lose to the Jaguars. That didn't show that. This is a super talented team from the Cowboys on both sides of the ball. And, to go one and done in the playoffs, that's got to fall squarely on Mike McCarthy, man. This is back-to-back years. Obviously, you lost Dak last year, but they severely underachieved, in my opinion. Some of it falls on Dak as well. He hasn't played great against good teams. He stunk it up yesterday. And then back at the team, though, 14 penalties, a lot of them pre-snap. You led the league in penalties for back-to-back years now. I know Jerry Jones going to be hot, man. You think Mike McCarthy up out of there?
Man, if I had to analyze the situation, and like you said, like when you talk about penalties, when you talk about game management, that's what I need as a head coach. You know what I mean? Like you said, you have all the pieces on the offensive side of the ball, on the defense side of the ball. I need you to have the guys ready to play. I don't see that with Mike McCarthy. So even though, like you said, 2 years, I might get him out of there, especially with the coaches that's available right now. I feel as though they could potentially come in and have this team, further along than where they at right now. So yeah, I might be out of here if I'm Jerry Jones.
Yeah, it's a long, hard. It's a long, hard discussion, and I'm not always on board with firing coaches, but this was bad. And all year it was a story with Mike McCarthy. You don't want your head coach in clock management being a story. And you got a quarterback that you paid, $140 million, which he more than earned. And Dak is still, I think, a top 10 quarterback in this league. But he didn't show it down the stretch. He just wasn't on the same page with his guys. CeeDee Lamb had 1 catch yesterday. Cooper hasn't really been that effective this year. The O-line, they got their ass whooped. Even after they lost Bosa, that Niners D-line, they damn sure should have got a game ball. That defense as a whole, D'Amico Ryan's the job he's done with that defense, man.
Yeah,
you lost Fred
phenomenal
Warner.
Job.
Yeah, you lost Fred Warner at the end. You lose Nick Bosa. Those 2 huge pieces. You got some young corners out there. So shout out to that team and the Niners, man. Over to the Niners, man.
Hey, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Cowboys personnel. If y'all listening, Tony Pollard is running back number 1 over there.
I saw you tweet that yesterday.
Hey, Tony Pollard is running back number 1. I understand politics, business, whatever. Let that young boy let the young boy take the helm and let him do his thing.
Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. Or probably not first. I'm sure a lot of people probably saying that. Yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. But over to them Niners, man. They came out. They were the more physical team from the jump. They were the more disciplined team overall. You know, they ended up trying to trick it off at the end too with that late Trent Williams shift, not letting him get set. Jimmy G throwing a terrible interception late. He missed Ayuk earlier in the game on the corner route. And those, you're going to get those from Jimmy G. Every game, you're going to get a couple what the fuck plays from Jimmy G.
I'm like, come on, Jimmy G, man. You last week you played well. I'm like, come on, man. Don't push down your leg right now. But like you said, man, and I said it before. I said whatever prop is alongside Deebo Samuel's name, I'm going over. Like Deebo's a problem. Deebo is a problem. So
he's one, and Shanahan does a good job of scheming up things to get him in space, getting blockers out there. But I mean, just it ain't hard when you're a coach, man. Get the ball in your hands of your best players. At 19, when them corners didn't want no parts of 19 at open field. Shout out to Shanahan figuring out how to get another win on the road. Now they head up to face Green Bay next week, which I mean we both had the Niners winning yesterday, right?
Yeah. You
that was our up. So it's an upset of the week. Matter of fact, let's look at our picks. Well, our overall record right now. Woo! Coming in hot. 5-0 money line right now. Most of them were fairly easy pick. This is the playoffs. 4-1 against the spread. The only one I lost was the one I switched when I went from the Bengals to the Raiders plus 5.5, and that was obviously a mistake.
Kill yourself. Hey man, I'm 5-0 against them on the money line, 3-2 against the spread. Pittsburgh let me down last night.
I don't know what you were thinking with that.
Then I'm trying to think the other one that
Eagles.
The Eagles.
I don't know what you was thinking with these 7 seeds.
Hey man, Eagles defense been playing tough, and I thought with Tampa Bay having a lot of key people are out. You know, I thought Philly could do something. Tone, you peeped that, right? You know, hey, that I'm trying to tell you, man. Like it's just crazy, man. When it's ugly for him, boy, that boy, he don't say much, but you know, I'm gonna have to.
That boy hot right now. I don't care what none of y'all. I don't care what y'all talking about, man. It's the playoffs right now, man. This is all that matters right now. The playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I told you that. Boy, I got the one wrong with the Raiders. You know, they pissed down their leg, but. We go to AB's picks. Okay. All right. But you know.
Hey,
chill, Tom.
Hey, Tom, I'm glad you be peeping all the stuff I be peeping, Tom.
I
know I ain't crazy, man. Shout out, Tom, man. I gotta send you a care package, Tom. But you a real
man.
One,
whatever, man. Whatever.
You a real one.
What other game we gotta get to, man? Get this right here. This shit right here, a shellacking. New England went up to Buffalo. The 2 previous games, the road team had won these games. First one for me was kind of a wash because of the weather and how everything played out. Second one, I picked the Bills to win because of the quarterback, defense, et cetera, et cetera. Same thing in this one. Picked the Bills to win and cover. I think you did as well. And this one wasn't
close.
Yeah, this was over. This was over at Hello. Well, what's your takeaways from this one?
Ain't no takeaways. You know, the better team, the better team won. You know, Buffalo came out and they had this game handled from the start to the finish, man. Josh Allen, Shows why he's one of the young talents in
Man,
this league that continues to impress. I know you say you really wasn't big on Josh Allen going into the playoffs because he hasn't done it a lot, but I think Buffalo, man, they might be able to do something if they can continue this momentum. Defense is playing well. Shout out Micah Hyde, um, making plays. So I like what they're doing over there in Buffalo. And FYI, man, everybody need a stadium, man, dome, man. Ain't nobody
here
trying
you
to
go.
play.
Here you go with this
Hey,
bullshit.
man. On a side note, man, ain't nobody trying to play in all that 9-degree weather, man. And for
Now,
those who say, "Oh, it's soft" or whatever, y'all can kick rocks with some open-toe shoes, man. Like I said, man, everybody needs a dome, man.
listen, like you said before, we're gonna get to that. But 30 piece ass whooping, and I don't even think it was that close, honestly. But Bills didn't punt, didn't kick a field goal, didn't turn the ball over. I mean, pretty much a flawless victory from this team on both sides of the ball. You got Leslie Frazier, defensive coordinator for the Bills, who's getting some head coaching calls, and you match him up with a young Mac Jones, a statue quarterback, young. I was free lunch. Same thing with Todd Bowles over in that Philly game. And then what they did on offense with Brian Daboll, another head coaching candidate with Josh Allen. The reason I wasn't that high on Josh Allen is because it's a lot of ups and downs with Josh, man. But he put the league on notice. He put the league on notice.
He been put the league on notice, man.
Nah, this is different. You do this against the Bill Belichick Patriots. You beat them by 30. And like I said, this shit wasn't even that close. This on notice. In this, I would double down on not building domes. This is the reason you want Josh Allen in Western New York in January. Mac Jones came in that. Man, Mac Jones was in that. Mac Jones up under that helmet.
Anybody want to see that
shit? Out there freezing, boy. He looked miserable. Josh Allen, you would have thought it was 70 degrees outside, man. This is exactly why. If I'm the Bills, no chance in hell I'm building a dome with a quarterback like this, man. It's a huge advantage. Huge advantage. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City.
You think
I want people to come there and beat me.
Them are three great quarterbacks you just named.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the weather, they gonna do that regardless.
But the other guys not. That's the point. So you got Jimmy G got to go up to Lambeau and play good. You know, Buffalo and Kansas City, you got two of the young great ones. Man, Tom Brady, that was part of the reason they won all them years. You know, winning the weak division, then you come up there and you got to beat them in New England. That's an advantage, man. You got to use that.
That shit ain't no advantage.
You got to use that. Did you look at Mac Jones? Coach trying to talk to him on the sideline. He over there looking at his breath. That shit was over with.
Hey.
Where Mac Jones from? He from Alabama?
Probably from Florida.
But hey, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know that shit be cold. I don't care what nobody say.
But I don't think it's an advantage though.
Hey, I think so. I think it helped the Bengals too, man. But
Bengals is nice and they led by a young stud, so they just nice, and we can wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Why I can't get my comments up?
We go get which I mean, this game, this was a mismatch. Huge mismatch. AB was chasing the dog again. He thought the Eagles, but Eagles struggled all year against good teams, playoff teams. I don't think they beat any this year. Good running attack, but once again, a vet like Todd Bowles, you're matching up against Jalen Hurts, really his first year starting in this league, first playoff appearance. Nick Sirianni, first playoff appearance, free lunch.
Defense, Philly defense been playing well, and again, like I said, on the offensive side of the ball for Tampa, man, they had a lot of guys out, and I figured at least Philly would come out and put up a dog fight. It kind of started. Well, they didn't really start clicking to the fourth quarter, and it was over with at that time. Great job by Byron Leftwich, man. I think what really helped them out was going the up tempo. They went up tempo, they kicked that on, and I think from there it slowed down the rush. It really just had Philadelphia defense on their heels. So that was a great call by B. Leftwich and Tom Brady going up tempo. And I think that just changed the whole, perspective of the game and how the game was played.
Yeah, and it started off a little sketchy there too. The receivers weren't, like you said, a couple guys were out for Tampa, a couple important pass catchers, and he just wasn't quite on the same page with his guys early. He got that early fake ass roughing the passer call, but Tampa Bay lost a key piece on their offensive line, the All-Pro right tackle Wirfs going down early. I want to see if that shows up later on in the playoffs, but he was out. We'll see if he can bounce back. Jensen went out for a little bit, but he came back. Mike Evans, I mean, he's still, I think at this point, still underappreciated, not talked about enough because all he does is produce. Set another Tampa Bay postseason record. I think with catches. Gronk still doing his thing.
You talking about Mike Evans wasn't wide receiver number one over there. But that's another conversation. I don't want to go down
it was an argument. It was an argument.
Dang,
it was an argument.
You can't be arguing just anything. Like,
it was an argument. If you
wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm gonna argue.
Who better than me over there? You heard Antonio Brown. Who better than me over there? Nah, but they had three. I think the argument would have been between Evans and AB. And if you go Evans, that's a more than fair pick. We didn't talk about that. Speaking of picks, that interception that Micah had in that Buffalo game, bruh. That was special. That's one of the best I've seen, especially the playoffs. That was a game changer too.
No question. That was a beautiful pick. One thing, I don't know if you've seen it or not. A couple people were talking about it in this game right here, the Philadelphia Eagles and Tampa Bay. What was it? I think it was when it was fourth down. Carlton made a big play, took his helmet off. It got a 15-yard penalty.
I actually missed that. I missed it.
But run on the sideline, BA swung and hit. I ain't gonna say swung, but hit one of his players on the helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the fact that, like, what the hell you doing? When you was in the league, you ever had a coach?
Never.
One of those? Never
did I have a. And the announcers, kind of laughed at it. You laughed at it. It's one of the things and that was Andrew Allen. That was my young boy, young UConn safety, still making plays in the league. And, it depends on their relationship, I guess. I know we talked about the Trent Dilfer incident. I think that was last year on the sideline with coaches putting their hands on play. I'm just of the mind don't put your hand on me, dog.
Yeah.
Don't put your hands on me. We grown, man. Say what you gotta say. I know shit get in the heat of the moment, but don't put your hands on me, dog. But I assume you cool with that in that moment.
Nah. Like I said, like I feel as though this was too separate with the Trent Dilfer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never like I think with Trent Dilfer was. I think it was a slightly different situation where, he didn't throw no, if you want to call it a punch or whatever the case may be, but
he had him like
he had him like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep your hands off me. You got to be able. Come on, you're a head coach. You got to be able to effectively communicate in any situation. Like BA.
Man, I look, when I was in high school, our coaches, we was different. So our coaches had to do what they had to do to get their point across. You know what I'm saying? So it called for that sometimes, and we at that point
I feel that
we respected it because we understood where the coaches was coming from, where the heart was at. Because after that, it would still be like, yo, come, hug you, put their arms around you. So when they had to get in your butt, pause, it was cool. But like you said, when we grown men. And a coach hit me upside my helmet or whatever the case may be. I think that's a little different.
Definitely. Be able to chill out. NBA was limping. He was limping too. All right, BA.
Yeah, because
he hit your ass reaction.
I think he got like a partially torn Achilles or something like that.
BA out there thugging it, man. What else we got, man? We didn't get to. Let's go ahead and get to. We didn't get to the Cincy Raiders game. Okay, there we go. First, you go ahead. You go ahead and take this one.
Hey, man! Shout out to my man. Excuse me, Cool Joe Burrow. Got his first playoff win, beating the Raiders. I think D-Butt. Ooh, look at my man. But now, huge win for the Bengals, man. What you think?
I mean, you see the quote, and you watch him play, and he the moment's never too big for him. But this is a quote from Joey B after the game. Joe Jermaine Burrow, this is expected. This isn't like the icing on the top of the cake or anything. This is the cake, and that's Joe Burrow on winning his first playoff game. And I mean, he's a difference in that organization. 31 years. 31 years between the longest NFL drought between winning playoff games, and then you get one in your second year. You win the division. You win a home playoff game. We got a little video here too. Zach Taylor, head coach, went into the bar. He said, "Hey, man, I'm giving the game ball to the city of Cincinnati." And he went to a bar after the game, actually did it. So this is cool, man. I'm going to play this video real quick. I love it, man.
Hey, my coach of the year, my comeback player of the year, my offensive rookie of the year. Hey, I love the energy out there in Cincy, man. Don't nobody try to hop on a bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay out there in San Diego, Los Angeles, LA.
Here we go. All right, so next week, just real quick, you think they 3-point underdogs? I know you chased dogs this weekend. Man. You going with the dog on the road in Tennessee?
I'm going with the dog, man. We're going to see what that week off did, for the Tennessee Titans. Did it help them? Did it hinder them? Bengals coming off with a big win, man. They playing well. I'm going with the dog. Y'all heard it here first. Cincy with a big win.
Hey, you heard it here first. Shout out to Burrow, man. I know, I always go, the Herbert Burrow argument, and I always say you can't go wrong. And Burrow, man, what he's done for that team, what he's done for that city. And like I said, I know he's older, I think 25. He looks like he was prepared for this moment. And it's another quarterback who I'm not worried about in the cold either. So he can go anywhere in the AFC, I feel like, and they have a chance to win. And he's surrounded by some hellified talent too, man. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Shout out to the Raiders too, and head coach Rich Bisaccia getting his guys to the playoffs after everything they went through this season, man. I see. AB done froze over there. Let me we're gonna take a little minute intermission here. We'll be right back to cover the rest of the games, talk about the games next week, and talk about some other storylines.
Yo, man, hotel internet try to get me out of here. Well, shit, I'm back. I'm pretty sure D-Ball probably went on his break. Y'all put some questions in here, man. What's good? Nah, John J, man, it's the telly, man. The telly try to get me out of here. Man, Zach, pull your first team all pro, high, second team all pro, neither were pro bowlers, man. Again, we gotta switch that. I think we gotta switch that pro bowl voting system. No way Poyer is first team all pro, high, second team all pro, and they don't make the Pro Bowl. Obviously I feel as though, all pro is the one that's most important, but we gotta switch that up somewhere or another. Nick Riley, man, I'm right here. Tone Gaines, who's the fraud right now of the playoffs? The Dallas Cowboys. I think that could easily be determined. Just looking at their roster, man, and the guys that they line up week in and week out, you would have thought they would have made it further into the playoffs. But as of right now, they got my frauds, man. Frauds of the playoffs, man. They gotta get right. G.I. Joe in Cabo, man. Enjoy that. Good weather out there. Dante S. Why so many penalties in the games this weekend? I don't know. I don't know if it's jitters or whatever it is, but down the stretch, again, it's going to be the most disciplined team that wins, the most physical teams that win. If you can control the trenches, offense and defense of the line, you can run the ball, stop the run, and you could be the most, I guess, less penalized teams or the smarter team during the stretch. You have a good chance of going a long way.
Can't beat yourself.
Cannot. Ace Boogie. You think Vic Fangio gets another head coaching shot or just DC? I would say, man, the DC. Obviously, I think in Denver, he didn't have a quarterback. There was a lot of things going on. But I know in that defensive coordinator role, man, he would do some phenomenal things. So be on the lookout for Vic Fangio. Definitely getting some interviews for some openings at that DC position.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. Man. We had some bad reffing this week, too, man. We got to get that figured out. It's too much on the line, man.
Yeah, I mean,
too much.
I mean, but you gotta have some robots out there if you think it's gonna be perfect.
It ain't gonna be perfect, but come on, man. Shit.
And then I think we gotta put some stuff out there where, these replays, you gotta be able to replay some other things, man, and take back some of these horrible calls. I get it, but it's like you said, it's been ugly.
I'm right there with you, brother. We got a did we get to every game? I feel like we got every game.
Yeah, we did.
All right. It's the last game of Super Wild Card weekend. We got the Arizona Card, another divisional matchup. So this will be the third time these teams face off this year. We got the Arizona Cardinals going into LA to face your Rams, led by your quarterback, Matt Stafford. Who you got in this one, man? Which way you going in this
My
one?
quarterback is Joe Burrow, but I'm going with Arizona on this one. I'm going AZ. I think AZ played always, even when I was playing. These matchups are tough. I have Arizona Cardinals coming out with a big win, man. I think defense steps up and plays big. Kyler, he gets it done. He gets his first playoff win tonight against the guy that I said was the best quarterback in the NFC West, Matthew Stafford. So
I told y'all who I trusted most in this division. And he already getting ready for Green Bay. He got a win yesterday, even though he had some
Yeah, thanks to Debo. If you ain't
got
have
a little shaky
Debo,
there.
don't put that all
But
on Jimmy G, Debo. Don't do
hey,
that.
hey,
But
he
he
got
got
to
the win
win.
though. Yeah, he
He
got the
got
win.
he got to win. You always
I'm
talk
not going.
about it. He got to win. And now you got these other two. Both of these guys are looking for their first playoff victory. And I think it's way more pressure on Matt Stafford in this game. And pressure, pressure is part of the game. People handle pressure differently. But Stafford been in the league. We got drafted the same year. Stafford was the number one pick in my draft in 2009, and he's still yet to notch a playoff victory. So he's at home. He's the favorite. Disappointing loss to end the season against the Niners in the game that they should have won with the, how they were up. So this will be interesting. I'm going with the Cardinals too, man. And I told you why. 99 comes back in the middle of that defense for the Cardinals. Bunch of playmakers on that defensive side. A lot of the offensive playmakers are banged up. Rondale Moore's banged up. James Conner, his ribs are banged up. Obviously, D Hop is out.
D-Hop. Yeah.
But I trust Kyler Murray more in this game because he can use his legs to get out of some shit. And I just trust him more, man. So we're gonna see though. Sean McVay, he's the better coach in my opinion. But even this Rams defense, they're down two starting safeties.
Yeah.
Eric Weddle he's on the active roster, so he's gonna be getting a lot of burn, maybe even starting today. So that'd be interesting see how that pans out. But yeah, I'm with you. I think we're on the same page here. Cardinals win, and we both got Cardinals against the spread as well. Cause I can do it.
Yes, sir. We do. Shit, you've been doing it all year, cutting your eyes. So don't act like, because we in the playoffs, we ain't looking at my paper. We already know what it is.
Do you see these picks? I ain't looking at shit, man.
Shit.
Bink, 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 bink. But I win with humility. But whoever wins this game heads down to Tampa to play the Tampa Bay Bucks. If you're a Bucks fan, if you're a Bucks player, who are you rooting for in this game? Which team would you rather face next week at home?
I would rather face. It's all about matchups.
All about matchups.
It's all about matchups. So if I'm the Bucks, defense playing well, my offense is playing well. I want to see the Rams.
I would rather see. I think I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And last time they played, I think the Rams beat the shit out. I think the Rams beat them, but the Bucks were banged up on the defensive backfield, banged up bad, and they're getting more healthy. So yeah, I'm with you. I would be a Rams fan this week as well. And the thing about Stafford, man, he will throw you. Not only will he throw you some picks, but he will put your ass in the end zone. And that's something I'm afraid of. But yeah, I'm with you. I'll be rooting for the Rams as well. Now, San Fran is all about matchups. We saw this matchup a couple of years ago in Lambeau, and it didn't go well for the Packers. I know this is the team that they did not want coming into Lambeau.
Hey, the 49ers are hot right now. And this is what it's about, man. It's momentum, man. How teams can really handle that week off. That week off can help you, but I'm telling you, it can hinder you as well. And the way that San Fran they're playing right now, they're confident, especially coming off the last two wins, beating the LA Rams team that had them down 17 points, them coming back winning. Then they're going to Dallas and getting a huge win, so they're confident right now. So again, Green Bay led by co-MVP Aaron Rodgers. I think this is going to be a really good test for Green Bay, and we're going to see what San Fran can do.
I think so, man. And Green Bay getting a lot of pieces back. They're getting healthy at the right time. And like you said, it's about matchups and health, in my opinion, at this time of the year. And it's going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. Before we get off this San Fran stuff and Jimmy G, we got some quarterback issues of our own down there in Indy. A lot of people will compare Carson Wentz, Jimmy G, Baker Mayfield. I think Garoppolo's a cut above. But if you had the option at Chris Ballard, if you could put a package together and go get 10 from San Fran, who could be on the block next year, do you go out and make that move? Do you bring Jimmy G in to replace Carson Wentz?
Nah. I said that quick. Like, nah.
You tripping.
Nah. You had like you said put a package together and go get A-Rod or Deshaun Watson or something like that. Like,
I'm saying Russ.
Put a package together, go get Jimmy G. You gotta stay off that. You gotta stay off that pack, D-Buck. You on that loud pack early in the morning. Chill out, D-Buck.
Hey, you gotta upgrade. That Jimmy G is an upgrade from Carson.
I'm not putting no package together to go get Jimmy G, man.
I am. I'm trading Carson. You take Carson, he could be your backup to Trey Lance, or your bridge quarterback, however you want to use him. We traded away our first round pick to Philly to get him, so we'll throw you a second, third, whatever we got to do. But yeah, I'm taking that because Jimmy G, he gonna fuck it up too at some point. But
it's the same thing you just said about Carson. He's gonna. I
got way more confidence when Jimmy G drops back to pass the football than I do when Carson Wentz does.
Look at here. You just sat here and said that you about to go get a quarterback that's gonna fuck it up for you. So you just sat here and said, like, so you come as a GM, you come to my office as an owner and be like, look, I know this guy gonna fuck it up that we about to go get, but I'm like, nah, like if we gonna put a package together, you gotta put a package together that it's a quarterback that can come in here and knowingly change our whole situation around.
I mean, that's not Jimmy G, not your first option. I think Aaron Rodgers. When you look at quarterbacks that could potentially be available, Aaron Rodgers obviously your first option. Then you got Russell Wilson, who said, reports came out that he wants to explore options. After that, Garoppolo. I mean, I feel like you got to move on from Carson.
Understood, DB. But you asked me a question, right? You asked me would I put a package together to go get Jimmy G.
How else you gonna get him? You ain't gonna trade him head up.
I'm not putting what kind of package you talking about, D-Buck?
No, John Lynch ain't smoking the same shit I'm smoking, so you ain't gonna trade him head up.
Nah, you definitely ain't smoking that loud pack. You
know what I'm saying? You go to piece some stuff together and
loud pack or that mid, whatever it is. But what's the package? What's the package you putting together, bro?
I just told you first. Take Carl off our hands, get him off our books, get Wentz out of here, and then a couple draft picks. Because the Niners just gave up a lot of draft capital to get Trey Lance. So obviously they're banking on him being the future unless Jimmy G make a real run at the title this year. So they want to move on. And it may be a mild upgrade. It may be a slight upgrade for the Colts. But if I have my team as constructed, I got JT back here still in his rookie deal, who is a top 3 running back in the NFL. I got one of the better O-line units. We need some receivers. And then we got a good defense. I bring a quarterback in that at least going to give him a chance. He's going to have his 1 or 2 F-ups here or there. But, got JT, baby. You got JT, man. You go get your dog in free agency or in the draft at the receiver position. Give him a couple pass catches out there. I think Jimmy G is a. If I had to rate him on Madden, I would give Carson Wentz like a 79 rating on Madden, and I give Jimmy G like a 86. I'm making that trade on Madden.
I'm good on that one. I'm good on that one. I know we got to make some tough decisions, but I'm good on that package.
Somebody talking about who is this? Nakiba. Has Jimmy G ever been in MVP conversations? It's not an upgrade. Carson Wentz was in MVP conversations. What is that? 6 years ago now? Come on, man. We got to stop talking about Jimmy G was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You talking about MVP conversations. Carson ain't won a playoff game yet. Couldn't get the Colts to the playoffs. And you talking about MVP conversations. Y'all gonna put some respect on Jimmy G name at some point. At some point. And it started with the 49ers fan base. Because they've
be killing
they've been screaming for Trey Lance all year. And here's Jimmy G and the 49ers are in the divisional round. But I'm going to chill.
Hey,
I'm going to chill.
D-Buck, he's standing on that he's standing on the 49ers.
I'm going to chill. We talking all this and that. But
like I said, I'm not making that. I'm not putting that package together to go get Jimmy G. I can't do that one.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I respect it. What else we got? Any other? Oh, then it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a real good one.
Yeah, I think I got another dog in this one.
Yeah, I think I might be with you. I might be with you.
Yeah, I think I got another dog in this one, man. It's gonna be a good one, though. It's gonna be a good one. Two high-powered offenses that can put some points on the board. You know, the only thing that defense, this is the thing I worry about the Bills, right? Josh Allen is he's your quarterback, strong arm, he gets it done, but he's also like your number one running attack. Like I just feel as though at some point in the offs, man, it's gonna come bite them in the butt, man.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And let's put some respect on Singletary's name too. Young American Heritage alum, FAU alum, South Florida legend. I think he had 2 touchdowns yesterday. But Singletary has been coming along in that backfield. He's not an easy tackle. And Josh Allen, damn sure not an easy tackle. I know I used to hate. You saw what Josh Allen hit somebody with that tackling them quarterbacks in open field. Like for some reason, it's just a notch harder, and especially when the quarterback 6'5", 240. So I thought, especially when the Bills played the Patriots earlier in that bad weather game, I thought Josh Allen should have ran more in that game. They should have designed some shit for him. So that's a weapon, man. Him getting out of that pocket, being able to affect play. Even Mahomes on the other side, he can hurt you too. You go into man coverage, he can scramble for 20, 25 yards. So
no question. But my only thing is being as a defender, as a DB, that's what we hate the most. It's 3rd and 7. You got tight coverage in the back, and quarterback scrambles and gets the first down. Like the mobile quarterbacks. What I mean is that really focusing on Josh Allen, like him running the ball, him being I just feel as though at some point in the offs, man, that's gonna come in. Not having a solid run game. As we all know, down the stretch, you play good defense, you're able to run the ball, you got a good shot of, holding that Lombardi trophy up. So we're gonna see. But I'm anticipating this matchup, but I think I'm gonna go dog in this one.
I might go dog too, man. And we got some guys that are playing some of their best football this time of the year. I know one for the Bills, Dawson Knox. Like he kind of been slept on that tight end. He kind of been slept on all year, and all he does is make plays. You got weapons over there, obviously Diggs, Davis, Beasley, Isaiah McKenzie, and then I talked about Singletary earlier, and then with Kansas City, McKinnon came along. Like he making plays out of that backfield with that one. Guys are stepping up, man. So it's gonna be fun. That was the AFC Championship last year, right?
It was.
So we'll see a lot of these quarterbacks at this point in the year outside either an Arrowhead or New Era Stadium going forward, man. But I'm excited about that matchup. Triple J, he's asking for the email. Triple J, been here way too long. All these damn questions and comments you be throwing in, which we appreciate. You've been here way too long to still be asked for the mailbag, cuz. I'm gonna give it to you.
Hey.
Go ahead, man. Here's the mailbag, DB202, that's 2TOAB41@gmail.com, DB22AB41@gmail.com. That's where you send your mailbag, video questions. Use the hashtag M2M Live on all of the socials on the internet, and we'll find your comments. And I know I respond to a bunch of people on Twitter, so if I see them, I definitely respond to them. Come on, Triple J.
Hey, Tone asks, who was one player you hated having to tackle, D-Buck?
Ooh. It was probably like a Michael Turner type, like them MJD type running backs, them shorter, thicker paws running backs. Like those were the tougher tackles
Yeah.
for me. So like guys like that. What about you?
Now I say the same, like you said, MJD. I remember Marion Barber, um, like Frank Gore, Travis Henry, like those, like you said,
Sproles.
Sproles. Yeah, those were the worst, the worst.
Absolutely. Let's see, man. Let me see some more questions. We got some internet questions. I know you said you're not a big gamer guy, but you had to start one. Which one of these? Your old ass. I know you started with one.
Nah, it was two for me.
You had the Atari joystick.
I did. Matter of fact, it was one for me. I had the Atari for sure, for sure.
But yeah, it was two for me. Duck Hunt. Obviously you
Mm-hmm.
played with the gun, but we had other games you played with that. Dang, the old for real, man. I remember playing on every last one of these systems.
That's crazy.
Um except 15. I don't know what that is, a 15. That a Nintendo DS?
I think so.
Maybe.
Nah, it was definitely one for me, brother.
Yeah, the kids got the Switch. I play the Xbox here and there. The Wii, Nintendo 64 was solid. Another question from the internet: which star are you taking to build your franchise with from scratch? On the NBA side, you got Trey Young out in Atlanta, Luka Doncic out in Dallas, LaMelo, in Charlotte, and then Ja, woo, down in Memphis.
Dang,
Tough question.
I'm. That's a great question. Um,
So Luka, Ja, Trey,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
and
Luca.
LaMelo. You going Luka?
Yeah, I'm going Luca.
You know what, man? If I'm an owner, I gotta go. I'm going Lamelo, man. I'm going Lamelo, man. And I was dead ass wrong about him. I didn't see this coming, but he is box office. You down there, you live in the area. Like he's box office, man. The highlight pages love him. I love watching him play. He just he sees the court differently. He can score. He can, and he can pass. I'm
Yeah,
going. I'm going Lamelo.
I like Luca because I like his style of game. I'm just thinking like longevity, right? Like how his style of game, he'll be able to play the game forever. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's playing over the rim. He just gets to his spots and he gets you buckets. Like you said, he can score, he can pass. He's a big body. He can get in there and rebound. So I
Yeah,
think he can do everything for you. I think already he 40 triple doubles in his
that
short
playoff
career. It might
performance he had against the Clippers last year.
yeah, man. So no knock on anybody else, but I just feel as though Luca, his style of play and what he can do, what he brings to you, to the team, and what he does on the court. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But hey, you can't go wrong with any of these young
anybody
young
on that
cats,
list,
man. They
and
they balling.
it's MLK Day too, so I wasn't gonna pick Luca. So I almost went with Ja because he's down there in Memphis. But nah, Lamelo, man. Part of the reason I picked Lamelo too is I want LeVar to be right. I'm a big LeVar Ball fan, so Lamelo balling, Lonzo Ball still doing his thing out in Chicago, and even Leandro. Leandro, I think at some point will get a shot on the big stage.
Yeah.
But bunch of young
Shout out.
NBA's in good hands, man.
Yeah, great hand. Shout out to Ball, man, to the pops, man. He told y'all.
He told y'all, man. He told y'all, but man, week off to a good start. Got a big game tonight to wrap up wild card weekend once again. The man-to-man pop. Both of us agreed on Arizona Cardinals on the road plus 3.5. Um, winning and obviously covering. So but it should be a good game. Two good quarterbacks, two good teams, same division, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. Come on, AZ. Y'all get it
Come
done,
on,
man.
AZ. On
Y'all
the
get it
road.
done.
But we are here. I see a couple questions, see some new names, new faces in the chat. We are live every Monday and Thursday. And then we put out a pick show on Saturday as well. And we're gonna start rolling some of these guests through here too, man. We're gonna start rolling some more guests. And y'all probably tired of just seeing me, AB.
Nah, I know y'all ain't. Shit.
Maybe, maybe not. But all right, man. What else we got? That's
Nah,
it.
shoot,
We out of
man.
here.
Shit, man. I know a lot of people probably off work today. You know what I mean? Y'all enjoy this day.
Ooh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
y'all
saying?
kick your feet up,
Keep your
man.
feet up. Get ready for this game tonight. It should be a good one. As always, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping in with us.
And if you missed the live, catch the replay. If you just jumping in, catch the replay. And then obviously go holla at Pat and the
John,
boys. They about to get cooking right now, 12 to 3. I'll be on there in the 2 o'clock hour, the Pat McAfee
John,
show. And remember, if you
John,
talk about anything from the show, use that hashtag M2M Live. We appreciate y'all as always, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
John J, man, we're gonna get you on Thursday.
You sent that mailbag in, we're gonna get you. Hey, John Jay, with all this shit you've been talking to, your internet better be crispy, your video better be clear, better not be no lagging, no
Yeah.
buffering, nothing. John Jay. But we out of here, man. Let me hit y'all with this fire ass intro put together by our producer Tone. Shout out Tone. Always holding us down with the graphics, intro, the videos, the mailbags, everything, man. Appreciate y'all. You gone.
Peace.
Y'all thought we was gone. All right, we out here. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Do.